Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And today we're talking about another episode of Guns N' Roses True Story. So the song we're discussing on this episode is There Was a Time off Chinese Democracy. It's the 6th track. Sometimes it's referred to as Twat as well. So the song was written by Axl Rose, Paul Tobias, and Dizzy Reed. Now there's a lot of musicians who play on this. Axl plays lead vocals, backing vocals, keyboards, piano, as well as guitar. And Robin Fink plays lead guitar as well as keyboards. Bumblefoot plays lead guitar. Buckethead has some guitar work on there. Same with Paul Tobias, who does rhythm guitar and piano. Richard Fortus is also found on the track, and Tommy Stinson provides bass and backing vocals, while Dizzy does keyboards, piano, synthesizer, and backing vocals. And Chris Pittman does keyboards, programming, sub-bass, backing vocals, bass, 12-string guitar, and mellotron. And then Brain and Frank both play drums. So Axl talked about his guitar contributions to the song in an open chat he did with fans in December of 2008, which was about a month after Chinese Democracy came out. So talking about his guitar contributions to the song, Axl said, "I wrote Robin's bit in the second verse. There's microscopic bits throughout, usually woven down into other guitars. There are bits throughout the end. The basic power chord was originally mine. There's a ghost-like bit that formed the basis for the end vocal melody right before Robin's riff in the one side and the outro before Bucket's solo. And as it gets to the very end, there's a lot of little overdubbed bits woven in and out, very small but structured bits." Now, Axl also made a joke about the song There Was a Time, or Twat as it's called in the Guns N' Roses community. So this is a tweet he wrote in 2010 when Guns N' Roses were on the road touring North America. Now, in 2014, Guns N' Roses did a residency in Las Vegas, and before playing the song, Axl introduced the song by saying, "That's the hardest effort we do." So both Bumblefoot and Brain have talked about the song. So Bumblefoot in 2011 during an interview said, "I think one of the standout solos in Chinese Democracy is definitely Buckethead's solo at the end of There Was a Time. I think it's beautiful. It's just, everything about it goes to great places. It's one of the highlights of the album. Yeah, definitely that. Well done, Bucket." Brain also said in a 2012 interview with Music Radar that "I'm sorry it was more of a Pink Floyd thing, so I think I used a bigger kick, a 24-inch or 26-inch. On There Was a Time, we used a 22-inch. We were just experimenting." So the song was actually first revealed in January of 2000. So there was an Axl Rose interview that was coming up with Rolling Stone, and one of the songs that was revealed off of the upcoming album was There Was a Time, along with Catcher in the Rye, Oklahoma, which of course was never released, and IRS. It was also revealed that There Was a Time was one of Axl Rose's personal favorites from the upcoming album. So, like a lot of songs on Chinese Democracy, There Was a Time was leaked early. So in May of 2007, we had the reports of another Chinese Democracy song leaking. So at that time, it was There Was a Time. And by 2007, the song had only been played live twice. Once in New York City at a warm-up show in May of 2006, and another time the same month in Madrid, Spain. So almost a year later, just before Chinese Democracy was about to be released, there was a blog called antiquiet.com that was run by a guy named Squirrel, and that blog leaked a handful of tracks from Chinese Democracy, and these tracks were said to be finished and mixed tracks. These included Better, Chinese Democracy, IRS, Madagascar, 3 previously unheard songs, The Blues, which was later changed to Street Dreams, and There Was a Time. Now, I've done a separate True Story episode all about this infamous leak, which I'm not going to cover in this video, so let's get on with the rest of the True Story. So, in 2009, the entire Chinese Democracy album, with the exception of Shackler's Revenge, which already appeared on disc for Rock Band 2, was released as downloadable content for Rock Band 2 in the game's music store. So also included was There Was a Time, which is still a playable track in Rock Band 2 through 4. Now, There Was a Time has not been played live a whole lot. Since the first time it was played live in 2006, it's only been played live a total of 18 times. It's been played a couple times on the Not in This Lifetime tour as well. So I've linked to a performance that Guns N' Roses did as part of the Not in This Lifetime tour. And there's apparently an early demo of the song that's also available on YouTube. I've linked to it down below for you guys to go check out. Now, many people have speculated that the song is about Axl Rose's ex-girlfriend Stephanie Seymour, with whom he was involved with from 1991 to early 1993. There's lines in the song where it says, "It was a bargain for the summer and I thought I had it all," referring to happier times. And there's even lines in the song saying cocaine in the hall all the way from California. So where there was apparently a cocaine party Stephanie threw at Axl's house while Axl was away, and he came back to the house and went crazy because Stephanie and her friends were doing cocaine and her son Dylan was upstairs. A huge fight followed, and Stephanie claimed that Axl dragged her feet through broken glass in a rage of broken glass and cigarettes, resulting in them splitting up. And then, of course, they went to trial in early 1994 before finally settling out of court. There's even lines in the song like, "And now you're sleeping like an angel," which is very cleverly proving that he's talking about Stephanie Seymour. She was one of the few Victoria's Secret's angels. Now let's see where the song ranks on the best to worst Guns N' Roses song list. So it was ranked pretty closely on both Spin.com's and Medium.com's list. So Spin.com ranked it as the 30th best Guns N' Roses song. They said this is one that really delivers everything Chinese Democracy promised, and I have to agree with it. To me, it's one of the best songs off the album and one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs. And then Medium.com ranked it as 27th. They said yet another reason why Chinese Democracy was so maddening. There's a really good song buried under the goop. So that does it for this episode of Guns N' Roses True Story. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what your thoughts are on the song There Was a Time. Leave them in the comment section below. And be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this episode. And be sure to follow me on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video and you love Guns N' Roses. You guys can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, as well as you can support my channel on Patreon. The links to all of that stuff is down below in the description box. Take care.